Hello the internet, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict, and today I want to talk a little bit about ReMemento. This is a Korean gacha that came out a couple of days ago. I played for a couple of days on stream. We unlocked some of the systems in game to see how it felt, how it was, looking. And I gotta say, the game or the concept is great, like a lot of gacha companies, but then when you start playing, the game is complete dog shit. Let's go over why this game is not looking good, and if it was to come to global, I would probably not even touch it. As usual, before we start, leave a like, subscribe, help me grow the channel, and let's get started with these first impressions for ReMemento. Now, if you want to play the game yourself, it's open, it is official release already, so you can download from their website, ReMemento.com. As you can see, you have the Windows link directly. The game is only in Korean, so you might have some issues when it comes to playing or installing, but it should be pretty straightforward. There is nothing weird in here. Now, I want to talk about multiple things for the game. I want to talk about the characters, I want to talk about the dupe system, a little bit of the combat, and the gacha and the shop, right? So some things that are important when we're playing gacha games, because let's be honest, when you're playing a gacha game, even though some people might say they only play for the story, you're playing because of specific characters you like, related to that story, and you want to play with them, right? So what's going on in this game with the gacha itself? Let's start with that, since that's like the most important thing, and then we'll go over everything else on this Korean Honkai Star Rail. In Korea, they're calling this game Domestic Star Rail, which is pretty funny. And let's go first with the gacha, then we'll go over the combat, the characters, and everything else, okay? So gacha is one of the biggest things when you're playing any of these games. As you can see, Eula right here chilling. The gacha in this game is awful for multiple reasons. The normal banner, this one right here, has no pity. No pity. It's a 1%, it's a 2%, 1% for the right up character, okay? So as you can see, 175 and then 0.25 for the light and dark units, right? These special characters, if you will. Not a lot of SSRs. The only PT you will get here, it's a 250 you can exchange for one character of your choice. So the PT is like Nike, where you can collect these crystals and exchange at any given point. But in Nike, you have a 4% for the characters, and here is half of that. I've done 9 multis here, no SSR. Of course, there is a weapon banner as well. I don't know what they call in this game specifically, but it's a weapon system, just like your light con or whatever you want to call it, right? I have only pull for the character, and I got nothing yet in 9 multis, and then there is the right up banner with the weapon that, of course, 7 multis, we got nothing as well. So I'll show you the animation, right? When you want to pull, you can just buy whatever you need. We can buy 2 singles right here, and we can go over this. The animation is pretty good, honestly. So when you are pulling, you will get this animation, and then it will change color, telling you what you got. In this case, purple, as you can see, right? Simple. The animations are pretty nice. The game visually, by the way, it's amazing. Like, that's like one of the few things that the game does really, really, really well. It's the animations themselves. So 2 singles, got nothing, completely fine. I wasn't expecting anything else, but I've been really, really unlucky, as you can see, right? At the end of the day, like what? 160 pulls, no SSR. That is more than enough reason for me to leave a gacha game. If I do 160 pulls on a new game, and there is no beginner banner, no nothing that guarantees I'm getting a 5-star, I'm out. Your game is way too fucking sticky. Oh, Sefhi, just get lucky. Indeed, I'll get lucky and spend my money somewhere else. So the game for the gacha is bad. Now, you might be thinking, okay, 120 in order to exchange for the right up is not so bad. 120 pulls and you get 1 copy of the right up character. Now here comes the funny part, because there is not only character, but weapon and normal banner. If I go into the characters page, you might be thinking, okay, 120 for the character is not too bad. Why would people complain about this game? By the way, as you can see, nice animations, right? Interesting animations. This is the only 5-star I have, the main character. Why would people complain about this? Because if you go to the dupes page, this is the dupes page. Now, each skill needs dupes. Your passive, your skill 1, your skill 2, your ultimate. So you need 3 dupes here, 3 dupes here, 3 dupes here, and another 3 dupes here. Your main character, you will get them for free. For the other characters, you need to pull. Meaning you will need 12 dupes to max out the character. 12 dupes. No pity, 120 if you are ticketing the character, right? But there is no real pity like in Nike, so 120 pulls per character or 250 on the normal banner if you want to max out the character. Okay, that already looks pretty bad. You might be thinking, well, but maybe it's not so bad. Maybe, it's just a character. You don't need the dupes. Dupes are pretty strong. But the best part is that this game has PvP. This is your usual Korean gacha with PvP. Up to 12 dupes. So things start to look not so great because 12 dupes, no real pity, kind of a stingy game. They're giving a lot of pulls because how many bugs the game has. They've been giving out plenty of free pulls just because of that. On the mail, a lot of pulls. No character, no nothing again. A lot of RNG because I got nothing while my friend Kusanagi, shout out to Kusa, got 4 SSRs on the same amount of pulls, so it's literally a lot of RNG. Now, all that said, if you want to play a game with that type of gacha, it's up to you. If you like the game enough, the aesthetic, right? I show you combat because that is the only good thing the game has. The visuals of the game, how the characters look, right? Nice assets, let's say. There's multiple characters, as you can see. Okay, we have a Scarlet. There's a lot of characters. They look amazing, and the animations in combat are pretty good. Now, everything will remind you of Star Rail, because everything looks like a Star Rail. There is auto in the game and up to 2 speed. So you can see animations are crisp. They look really well. Like if we talk about combat-wise, it's pretty nice. And the game is pretty easy so far, in the sense of, you don't need to worry too much outside of the elemental advantage. They are playing more into the elemental roles rather than character roles themselves. There are healers, there are tanks, there are DPSs, but they play more with the elements rather than with the other things. So that is combat. As you can see, there is 2 waves because we went into one of these combats with 2 enemies. And the good thing as well is that the combat does not keep your stage for the HP. When we finish this combat, my characters go back to full HP. I really like that. I hate on Star Rail or other games where you are actually in combat and then you have to go reset your HP somewhere else, or you have to be worrying about 30 fights ahead of you and you don't have HP. I don't like it. I prefer if I keep all my HP because I'm a filthy casual, so what can I say? Now that's it, that's combat, okay? Nothing else. Of course, there are a lot of bosses, there is a lot of things to farm, there is your artifact sets if you wish, just like in Honkai, just like in any game. There is your weapon, light con, whatever, that also has dupes. There is your normal dupe system, and that's about it, as you can see. The game itself, it's basically Honkai Star Rail, but in Korea with a different art style, more of a Korean aesthetic rather than the Chinese or Japanese one. I do prefer this aesthetic. I like this character a lot, obviously, right? The aesthetic is pretty good, kind of a gooner game, if you will. But at the end of the day, the gacha itself, just with the gacha, makes it enough for me to not want to play this game. Now, I can get behind a low percentage in the gacha if the shop is good. If the shop is good, I don't mind having a shit gacha. Girls Online 2 gacha is not great. It's a 0.8%. But the shop is amazing and how generous they are too. There is a lot of chests around the world you can unlock by killing enemies, a lot of puzzles to get more pulls, etc. So let's talk about the shop for this game, because as expected, they decided to copy Hoyo. You have your monthly card for $5, 7.5k won, $6. You get 500 gems instantly, 500 gems every single day, and then some other advantages at the bottom. There are skins for the characters. That's already a W as well, okay? Combat looks great, characters look good, skins, and they are cheap, around $13, $14 I believe it was, correct me if I'm wrong, 19k won. There is your shop for dupes. This is like your cashback. And then there is 2 packs. That is the whole shop, 2 packs. If you want to buy anything else, it has to be with premium currency, just like Genshin Impact. I hate this type of shop. If I go to Girls Online 2 and I want to get a character, it's literally $50. I get a selector, I get like 60 pulls, I get a weapon SSR selector, I get, there's so many different packs I can buy that will guarantee me that for not spending a lot of money, I get the character I want. And in Girls Online 2, you need up to 6 dupes if you are well and you care about PvP, which is not necessary at all. In this game, it's 12 dupes with PvP, and PvP has rewards that are pretty big, and not only it has rewards that are pretty big, but it also has mounts, like as you can see, there are mounts in the game. There are mounts that are exclusive to the PvP highest rank. So we're going back to the days of Gladiator in World of Warcraft, but on a gacha with 12 dupes, which I think is disgusting. I don't understand why Korean developers... I mean, no, I understand. It's because the Korean market loves this type of game. It is what it is. Even though Korean bros with this game have been super vocal about not liking it so far, because how many bugs it has and the awful gacha system. So I'm happy to see that even they are protesting, because if they were to change the gacha system, this is a great game. It looks good, the characters look nice, there's plenty of waifus, there is some bundles if you want them. The skins are pretty nice as well. For example, the battle pass gets you a skin for this girl right now. As you can see, if I go here at this battle pass and we try to buy it, we'll get you a skin for her with like an oversized t-shirt. Pretty cool. The battle pass is the only thing that I will praise in this game. It has, outside of what we mentioned already, it has 4 multis, 2 good multis, 2 normal multis, 300 of this currency that will allow you to buy a general Litecoin. If I go here, there is like a general Litecoin you can buy with that currency. And it has also a skin, which I hope they keep doing more skins on future battle pass. But it's not enough for me to once again be like, oh yes, this is like $20 or whatever it is, right? I think it's $20 for the battle pass and the monthly card. With that, I'm happy. No, the game is not really generous. The game just released and you need 12 dupes for PvP. So I'm not looking forward to this. Even if we were to come to global, it's not something that I'm too interested in playing or covering outside of these first impressions. But it's gonna be it for this one. Honestly, there is not a lot to say about this game. As much as I like some of the characters, I wish the game was a little bit better in terms of generosity. There is a couple more games coming out next month in January that are also leaning into fan service, and we will be playing one called Soul of Dragon and the other Lost Sword. That said, that's gonna be it for this video, boys. Do let me know if you will be interested in playing a game like this. For me, sadly, after this video, I'm uninstalling because it's not worth my time playing a game that, first of all, got me so many crashes on the first day while streaming, and then second, doesn't even give me a 5-star when I start playing. Sefhi, you are not entitled to anything. Yes, I will take my money and go to another gacha. All good. That's it. That's gonna be it for this one. Love you all, bossos, as usual. Good luck with your pool generates, and see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。